Hello friends, welcome to the Academy Universities. Now let us take up the concept number 4, ETT4, and the program number 2 that you have to understand. I hope that all of you successfully finished the first program. If you are a beginner, that should be your first step, because from 0 to expert level, by implementing 20 plus commands, you are able to write a solid Excel program formally. I am talking about the formal approach. If you already learned also, if you feel that you know Excel also, one time try. Because formal approach is very much required. If you want to evolve as a professional, that's the first step. Otherwise, if you do things in trial and error basis, they never be registered in your brain. If you want to teach you somebody, you cannot do that. That's why, once again, I'm telling you, if you want to evolve as a professional, whatever formal approaches I am explaining through my tutorial, all that adapt. Thereafter, once you learn things and all that, thereafter you can find the shortcuts and do that. But first you have to know the straightforward way. That is the first step in professionalism. Okay, this is our second program. Actually, this is purely based on the first program only. In the first program, what we did, we created a plain data set. Plain data set, for that purpose 20 plus commands we use. Now we are in this program, we are converting the ordinary plain data set into an Excel table. Then you can find the magic with the Excel table. Because of creating Excel table, you can derive multiple advantages and all that. All those advantages I'm demonstrating it. Once you complete this program, wherever you want to use a plain data set, you can use an Excel table, and you can derive multiple advantages out of that. That point you have to understand. Now let us see. Simply I explain that, and all of you, one thing I am telling you, you can download. Actually, for this group, totally 6 concepts are there. For all the 6 concepts, I am going to provide you eBook, and I request you take a printout if possible. And hard copy is also always powerful than soft copy. And this group we complete, then you feel like a professional. You can understand practically what is real professionalism, and thereafter you follow that. Okay. Now, in order to transform a plain data set into table, Control T, Control T command you have to apply, and that's the first thing. Thereafter, actually, once we create a table and all that, then banded rows like zebra lines automatically is created. It looks very professional. That we can experience that. So first we create a plain data set. Thereafter we transform into an Excel table. That we can experience. By that you can experience what is the difference. If you find what is the superiority of creating Excel tables, you can understand. Thereafter, header filters. Actually, header filters are there. This type of buttons are created, triangular button. By that is the advanced operation. You can sort the data. You can filter data and all that. Initially, just to understand that. Then you can find that filter buttons and all. Actually, one more great advantage is, suppose in this one column you apply a formula and calculate a value. Then for the entire column, the formula is applied and automatically these are filled. That you can experience the real automation. But in plain data set, actually you have to drag it down. Then only you can see that in this automation is there. Actually, for the first time, you can enjoy the smartness of automation. Thereafter, one more advantage is there. Actually, in the previous program, you see, if you want make any calculation and all that, C2 into D2, like that. Cell references means cell addresses you are writing in formula. Here you need not write cell addresses and all that. Label headers are there. That is column headers. Those are called labels. You can write the labels. All that smartness practically you can see. And one more thing is there. This is your table, Excel table. Now, after creating table, you want to expand it. Then for all of them, all of these rows, the whatever calculations you made, all are applicable. Suppose sometimes you want to expand columns, for them also the automatic feature is applicable. So by performing the tables, firstly you can understand the smartness of automation. That is very, very important feature. Now, let us see the end results. As I told you already, whenever you are writing a program, you must have clear idea about its final output. Then it is like a destination. Okay, that point always you remember and proceed. At the end of this program, you can find the output like this. Below that I have given comments and all that, ignore that. Rest of the table, this is Excel table. Then you see that, find the difference. Actually, one table title is there. Table title in one row we have written, and thereafter one line gap is there. Thereafter column headers are there. Column headers, and in column headers only you can find the filter buttons. If you want to remove them, suppose in this program we are not using the filter buttons and all that. If you want to remove them, just make a trial. Everything L you type, you can remove that. This is a toggle button. If you want, by pressing this you can get it. If you want to remove, you can remove that. Time being, if you want to try, you can do that. And one more thing I have to tell you, actually some wrong command you made. Otherwise, trial check you did. If you want to undo that and all that, Control Z. Yet normally, being a beginner, you come some errors or some unexpected things you do. If you want to undo that immediately after that, not later, Control Z you press, then automatically it is undid. Okay, then that point you have to understand. This is your task. So first to keep it in mind. Whatever step you put forward, that will contribute towards this. So in that do that, around 10 steps I explain. After completion of that, ultimately get this table. Actually, this is a tool in your toolkit, a powerful tool. In many contexts, you have to use table. That point you have to understand. Now, before proceeding further, I want to explain a very important technique that in many places, including in this program, use that. Before moving further, I would like to teach a technique. Actually, this is being used very frequently. That's why one time you make a practice. Without practicing, you don't get, just simply watching, you don't get anything. Just believe that and proceed. Actually, this is a data set I want to create. For that purpose, what is the range? It is the range. What is the range? A1 to, this is A1, H5. It should be represented like this. A1 to H5. This is the range. Actually, sometimes, including in this program, we want to move it. Move it means, suppose this is like this. Actually, this is here. We want to move it like this. That means here we want to create one empty row. Here we want to create one empty column. What should we do? You need not make research and all that, and you need not make any trials and errors. Just to follow the technique, whatever I am telling now, and once you practice, it will be already. I told you, it is a tool in your toolkit. Okay. Now, why it is required? One time I am telling you. Suppose you want to put thick border for this table. After completion, you want to put a thick border for this table. Then what happens? These two sides you can see, but it is not visible. It is not visible, this side and top side. Then, if it is moved like this and all that, whatever thickness you made, that is elegantly seen here, not only producing output. Elegance you also always see. Then, whenever you want to move this, one or two rows, one or two columns that side, and one or two rows down, you can do that. For that, a simple technique is there that we have to follow. Actually, here cursors are there. Many types of cursors are there. One of the cursor is like this, plus, and arrow mark is this. This is called row resize cursor. Just remember that. Nobody will tell you. Just remember that. Use correct names. So, row resize cursor. Here, this is represent row resize. This is column resize cursor. Okay, that you remember. Now, what should you do? Actually, I want to bring it down one row. That means I want to create one row as blank and one column. This column, A column, as a blank. First, I tell about first row. Then what to do? Here you see. Here, this point. Below 1, below 1, what you place? You place this cursor. Which cursor? Row resize cursor. Row resize, it represents. Then you put it here. Then you make a right click. Right click. Then one menu is open. In that, insert is there. Insert is there. Just click on that. Then what happens? First row becomes blank. Blank. 1 becomes 2. 2 becomes 3. Like this and all that. Ultimately, you can create a blank row. That means it comes down 1. Suppose you want to create a column as blank. Then what we have to do? Then what is the cursor? This one we have to use. Where you have to put it? Here you have to put it. Here you have to put it, and then sorry, this is like this. Here you have to put it, and same procedure. And right click, you can find insert, and you press on that. Then A column will become B will, and that means here one blank column is created. As you expected, then it comes here. If you create a border and all that, you can get it. You can see that border around it. And here, actually, as far as the tables are concerned, title header is there. That is title. Table title is there. Table title should be separated from column headers. That means between that, one blank line you have to create. What is the reason I tell you? Just after a minute I will tell you. So then actually originally we created together. Now we want to create a blank row here. Then according to this procedure you can do that. Make trials and errors. Just now you learn it, you experiment that. Without experiment you cannot learn. Suppose if you did some wrong this thing and all that, your control Z is there. Control Z apply for the immediate this thing, then get used, that is cancelled. So in this manner, every time with every program, you get the practice for the elements you learned in the previous program, and you learn the new elements. At the end of that, you should enjoy the sense of achievement. That is my request.